Being good doesn't feel good. Hi, my name is Jaden, and today I'm going to be talking at you and talking to you about my opinions, and hopefully you guys will comment down below and we'll have a conversation about this topic. Being good doesn't feel good. What do I mean by this? I think that what it is to be good or to be truly good is a lot harder than people make it out to be. I see a lot of people, and forgive that noise for a second. I see a lot of people go around saying, "I'm a good person. I know I'm a good person. I'm so good. I'm good." And that sounds like a weird thing to hear, at least for me, because my idea of what a truly good and virtuous human being would be is somebody who's not selfish at all, someone who's always trying to do things and willing to always sacrifice for the sake of others. And I feel like everyone has a level to where they're comfortable with sacrificing for others, with doing good. And it's not a full self-serving human being. Like, I feel like to be completely good in an entirety is to be someone who is focused on the mission of goodness and will only do that, seeks to do that as their purpose in life. And I just feel in our current world and landscape, and with everything going on and with everyone having so much already on their plate, it's really hard to be a genuinely good human being, which is why I always tell people, like, I don't think I'm actually a good human. I walk outside, I've seen homeless people, I've seen people struggling, and I've seen a lot of situations where maybe I could have done something, maybe I could have been a good person in this moment, and I choose not to, because the honest truth is it's much harder to be someone who is actually good. And the title of the video was "Being Good Doesn't Always Feel Good." So what about when we are being good? And naturally, if you do something nice for someone, maybe you should feel something nice for you too. But again, everyone has a tolerance level for how much good they're willing to do. And what I noticed is I was in a position where I was constantly expecting something. Let me give you an example. I was running around doing a bunch of things for other people. I had a bunch of stuff for myself that I left undone, and I constantly felt like I was doing things for people over and over and over. And I had this thought where I was like, when is it my turn? When am I going to get something out of this? Like, what is the purpose of me doing all of this good? Why am I trying to do all of this if at the end of the day there's no one coming to help me or to make my life enhanced? That is the exact line of thinking that I had. And I just remember feeling very frustrated because I was like, being good and doing all this good stuff at the end of the day is cool and all, but I'm using a lot of my time, which I need for me right now. I need my time for me. I already feel like I'm drowning, right? And that realization in that moment made me think two things. One, maybe I have a warped sense of thinking about what it is to be a human being. Or two, maybe it's just that I need to have more time for me, and that's okay. Because there are times where I feel like I'm going to need to be selfish to do what I have to do. That this is just what I've come to the conclusion of. I can't always be able to save everyone, and that sucks. Because, people really do go through rough times. People really suffer with all kinds of different shit, right? And knowing that, I started asking other people, what did they think of me? Just as a little thought experiment. And we like, oh, I always think you're a good person. You're always nice. You're always doing, and it's a generally very positive view. But then when I actually look at myself and I look at circumstances and situations that I have intentionally tried to avoid or get out of because I don't want to give my time and I don't want to give my energy to, I start to really doubt this idea of virtue that people have a perception of when it comes to me. And if you're a person out there who feels this feeling like you're trying to do good or be good and it's never rewarded, here's the facts. It might never be rewarded. You might never see the fruits of whatever labor it is if you're doing something that's selfless, if you're doing something where you have to sacrifice for someone or something else. You might never get a direct confirmation of how impactful that is for someone. And I don't think that, and this is obvious, you've heard this before, you shouldn't go in doing something nice for someone expecting something in return. And the thing is, I'm not really expecting something in return directly from that person. I just kind of look at the universe and I'm like, okay, like I'm doing all this stuff, like it's supposed to be good, but then like I'm still suffering by myself in a corner. So when is the universe just going to come to me and just be like, all right, let me balance the scale on what's going on, right? And it could be just very well that me doing certain things that are good have positive benefits that I can't even see, right? Think about the butterfly effect. One thing that you do affects something else, and so on and so forth. That's kind of what I think about here, that maybe me doing a thing has a positive effect later down the line, and I would never even really know. So that's a way that I can conceptualize being good. And it sounds so fucked up for me to have such a moral dilemma about making good choices that help people around me. But I'm very concerned with my own life and with being selfish and just wanting to have my own space. And I feel like I give more than I'm actually able to. So if you feel anything like this, or if you feel like I'm completely wrong, comment down below. It's just what I was thinking today. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.